The tiny town of Karval, Colorado is preparing to open a shortgrass prairie education and research center. This is the first of its kind in our state and the first part of the U.S. Outreach biologist Jeff Burrowing gives us a sneak peek. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you, Denise. Thanks for having me.
Just about a year since you've been on
yes,
last.
It has. Yeah, absolutely.
For those who don't know, explain where Karval exactly is at.
Karval's about 2 hours southeast of Denver, south of Lyman and Hugo.
And the big bird that you all like to celebrate is the plover, is that right?
Yeah, it's the mountain plover, actually, is the species. There are a few species of plovers around the world, and mountain plover is one that's found here in Colorado.
And why is it so special to this area?
Well, it nests on the shortgrass prairie around Karval area in Lincoln County, and it's one of the best places to be able to see that bird. It is a really good indicator of the habitat and how good the habitat is for that shortgrass prairie. And this bird is tied to the community of Karval as an identity. It's sort of the identity of the community.
Well, the town of Karval has been working with the Bird Conservancy of the Rockies for, like, what, 10 years?
More than that. We started working with them over 25 years ago.
25 years?
Yeah,
my gosh.
Right.
Why the partnership?
Well, we started working with mountain plovers because we were monitoring them and wondering what was going on with them. And then there was a petition to list the species as an endangered species. And so that's when interest really started to pick up with that bird, and we started to wonder what was going on with it.
Has it disturbed ranchers in any way, or did ranchers have to change their style to make sure they don't disturb the plover?
Right. Yeah, so the plovers do like to nest on the fallow fields of the ranchers. So ranchers would have the risk of running over the plover nests with their equipment. So what we've done is started working, my organization, Bird Conservancy of the Rockies, started working with the ranchers to help them mark those nests and avoid them with their equipment.
Oh, that's nice.
Right.
And you all have a huge festival, the Mountain Plover Festival. What's unique?
Yeah, so it's in its 10th season this year. It's a unique festival because people get up at 6 in the morning, have a breakfast there, and then they go out onto the prairie. They leave the town. It's a ghost town after that. And everyone's just out there looking for the plovers, looking for other birds. And it's a great opportunity to be able to see what ranch life is like in eastern Colorado, which is a really unique environment.
What else will we see during the festival?
Oh, there's burrowing owls. That's a big draw for a lot of people. Golden eagles. And then not just birds, but there are pronghorn antelope and white-tailed deer that you can see out there as well.
Beautiful. How many people live in Karval again?
You know, I'm not sure what the actual population is, but it's a small town.
A small town, that's very sweet. In addition to the festival, you've opened the Shortgrass Prairie Education Center. Now, this is important.
Right, yeah, so this is a great opportunity to learn about our shortgrass prairie, which is really a big part of Colorado. We have most of the eastern part of the state being taken up by this shortgrass prairie ecosystem.
And there are so many grasslands out there. I mean, you're educating me here today. There's tall grass, there's short grass, there's everything out there.
Yeah, so generally we talk about three major grassland types, which are the tall grass prairie, the short grass prairie, and then in between that is the central mixed grass prairie, which is sort of where that transition is going on between the short grass and the tall grass. And it's very important for the birds because some birds like a little bit of stubble, some birds like a really lush grassy area. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And what do you find most fascinating about the plover?
Well, I kind of think it's interesting that the mountain plover is named the mountain plover, but it breeds out on the prairie in Colorado, and then it spends its winters out in the Valley of California. Migrates over 2 mountain ranges, though, in the way, so that's where it gets its name from.
Okay, kind of smart, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty smart strategy for them to be able to survive and be able to get the insects that they need to be able to eat.
Why did you decide to open in Karval, Colorado?
Oh, it's a hotspot for all of the shortgrass prairie. It's not just a hotspot for the wildlife, but for the old way of life that people are still ranching out there and doing all that great work on the land that's very important. Colorado has a huge amount of private land, and so the work that's done out there.
That's why you decided to open the research center out there?
Yeah, exactly, because we need to get people aware of how important this landscape is, and we'd like to conserve it, and awareness is the first step for that.
Okay, is there anything we need to know or pack before we head up to the festival?
Yeah, so there is no gas out there, there's no hotels, so you should give a call and make sure that you get yourself reserved if you'd like to come out to the festival, and they'll give you a heads up of what you need to be able to be out there. But there's camping, and you can also stay with the homesteaders, or second or third generation homesteaders who are out there.
And breakfast starts at 6 a.m.
Yeah, 6 a.m., so I hope you like early mornings.
Yeah, you can do it. It's beautiful. Thank you. Good to see you again.
Thanks, Denise.
Well, Make reservations now for the 10th Annual Mountain Plover Festival in Karval, Colorado, April 29th, 30th, and May 1st. Visit mountainploverfestival.com. You can also call 719-446-5354. That's 719-446-5354 for more information on what's being planned and also more details about the Short Grass Prairie Education Center.